This course covered the following subjects. Why do we need railway signaling? From the steam age to the information age. Points, signals, routes and overlaps. Interlockings and control systems. Route signaling versus speed signaling. Train protection, cab signaling, station dispatch, level crossings, shunting. Module 2. Why do we need railway signaling? Railway signaling proves track clear for hundreds of meters ahead of a train, and indicating this to train drivers, enabling trains to travel safely at high speed. Signaling is responsible for moving points, locking them position, and providing information to drivers to control speed appropriately. Signaling also prevents conflicting movements over junctions and bidirectional sections of track and ensures level crossings are closed to road traffic when trains are authorized to travel over them. Module 3. From the steam age to the information age. Key principles of railway signaling, introduced in the steam age and still fundamental today, are the block system, continuous self-applying brakes for passenger trains, interlocking of points and signals, and facing point locks. 20th century modernization introduced electrically powered signals and points, enabling higher speeds. It also ushered in ever-increasing levels of automation and centralization of control thanks to electrical train detection and relay circuitry. Computer-based signaling, comprehensive automatic train protection, and cab signaling started to be introduced in the later part of the century. The information age of the 21st century has brought standardization of ATP and cab signaling with European train control system, radio-based transmission of signaling data, and the advent of automatic train operation on mainline railways. Module 4. Points, signals, routes and overlaps. Points are moved and locked in position by the signaling system either individually, as pairs in crossovers, or in large groups. The term signal can refer to a physical device that communicates movement authorities to drivers, a physical marker of the end of a movement authority, or a collection of related interlocking states. A signaling route is a defined path over a track layout from one signal or virtual signal to another. An overlap is a section of track beyond the end of a route, overlapping a subsequent route or section of track that is reserved for trains in that route. Module 5. Interlockings and control systems. Interlockings mitigate the risk of signaler error by ensuring that infrastructure is only moved and trains authorized to move when it is safe to do so. Modern interlockings directly control the movement of points and issue of movement authorities, whether via signal aspects or electronically. Signalers either request routes from one signal to another or oversee algorithms that set routes automatically. Train services are identified by head codes, presented to signalers on their control screen or panel by devices known as train describers. Rolling stock management systems track rolling stock and provide the required vehicles at the required place and time for services. Train crew management systems ensure that suitably competent staff are available when and where required to operate services. Module 6. Route signaling versus speed signaling. Route signaling indicates the path to be taken over the points, relying on driver route knowledge to control speed appropriately. Speed signaling indicates the maximum permitted speed over the points according to the path over them. Route signaling offers simpler aspects and fewer constraints on permissible speed over junctions, but is dependent on driver route knowledge. Speed signaling offers more precise communication of permissible speed on approach to junctions at the expense of more complex signal aspects. Module 7. Train Protection. Train protection systems are technologies that mitigate the risk of driver error leading to a train traveling further or faster than authorized, intervening when necessary by cutting traction power and applying brakes. Warning systems are a very basic form of train protection, whose primarily role is to alert drivers to operational restrictions that may require them to apply brakes or take other action. Whereas warning systems warn drivers that they are approaching the end of a movement authority, train stops intervene by applying brakes and cutting traction power if they pass it. Speed traps apply brakes if a train is traveling above a specific speed and are sometimes used in conjunction with train stops. Automatic train protection (ATP) systems achieve a higher level of protection by continually supervising train speed, including braking curves. Module 8. Cab signaling. Whereas conventional signaling presents signaling information to drivers through physical line-side signals, cab signaling presents it in the driver's cab. Cab signaling requires continuous transmission of signaling information from trackside signaling equipment to on-board signaling equipment so that movement authorities can be updated and trains stopped promptly in an emergency. The same transmission media that can be used for continuous automatic train protection (ATP) can also be used for cab signaling, as cab signaling has much in common with continuous ATP. However, cab signaling differs from ATP in terms of the additional information to present to the driver and higher dependency placed on it. Like cab signaling, driver advisory systems also present signaling information in the driver's cab, but the information is more limited and advisory only. Pure cab signaling is only possible on a railway when all trains using it are fitted and their drivers trained to drive to it. However, fitting trains with on-board signaling equipment can be challenging, especially if trains were not designed for it. Phase migration to cab signaling is often required on operational railways to avoid the logical complexities of aligning trackside fitment, on-board fitment, driver and maintainer training. Migration may entail a period of mixed operation on parts of the line, with some trains operating under cab signaling and others driving to conventional signaling, until all trains are fitted and drivers trained. Such mixed operation adds to cost and operational complexity, but can greatly simplify the migration to cab signaling as it removes the dependency on all trains being fitted and all drivers trained. Module 9. Station Duties and Train Dispatch. In summary, station duties and train dispatch refers to the activities required to safely authorize a train to leave a station platform. These activities may involve a guard and/or platform dispatch staff assisting the driver in the safe departure of a train from a platform. Communication channels on the train, as well as trackside indicators, can facilitate communication with drivers and signalers. Where driver-only operation is employed, additional equipment is typically required to ensure that the train only leaves the platform when safe to do so. Module 10. Level Crossings. A level crossing is a location where a road, bridleway or footpath crosses a railway line at the same level. Various protection measures can be deployed at level crossings, including signage, requirements for drivers approaching trains to sound the horns or whistles, road traffic light signals, fixed audible warnings of approaching trains, barriers across all or part of the carriageway. Some level crossings are interlocked with signals, whilst others are not. The level of protection provided, and whether a level crossing is permitted at all depends on site-specific risk assessment. Module 11. Shunting. Shunting refers to short-distance, low-speed movements of rolling stock for various operational purposes. Shunting occurs in depots and sidings under the control of a local shunter. Some depots are entirely manually operated, whilst others have their own signaling systems of varying degrees of complexity. Shunting can also occur on the main line for entering and leaving sidings and depots, as well as for reconfiguring trains on the main line. Ground frames provide local control of specific points and signals and are used for shunting movements on the main line.